Hi everyone, my name is Fahima. I'm going to talk about the psychology of language. The psychology of languages. In our intro to psych class, we've explored how behavior and mental process interact. Today we'll apply that to language, one of our most powerful tools as humans. Language shapes how we think, how we relate to others, and even how we form our identity. It's not just a method of communication, it's a psychological and social phenomenon. Language is essential for daily life. Psychologists view language as a cognition process, meaning it involves perception, attention, memory, and thought. From ordering coffee to confronting a friend, we are constantly using meta resources to process the produce language. What's amazing is how natural it feels, even though it requires coordination between our brains, centers like broncos and Winkes area, and our memory system. Common grounds in conversation. When we talk, we rely on common grounds, shared knowledge that both people in the conversation understand. This concept links directly to cognitive psychology. As we speak, we monitor the listener's reaction and adjust what we say. This updating process involves working memory, perceptive talking, and attention. If someone says, "Did you see what happened yesterday?" You need context to understand it. Shared knowledge fills in those gaps. For example, think of how different you explain TikTok to your grandma versus your best friend. That's common ground in action. Audience design. This leads us to how we modify our language based on who we are talking to. It's an example of theory mind, our ability to imagine what others know, think, or feel. If you say, "She ghosted me," your friend understands the slang, but your professor might need more formal explanation, like "She stopped responding" without explanation. This adjustment shows how we use social cognition to shape our speech. Conversation, conversational coordination. Effective communication requires more than just words. It involves coordination. Psychologists have found that speakers unconsciously align lexicon, word choice, syntax, sentence structure, speech rate, and even accent. This alignment fosters a sense of connection. It is important. It's part of nonverbal synchrony, which we also see in body language. This process, sometimes called entrainment, helps us build rampant and maintain smooth conversations. Situation models and priming. Psychologists use the term situation models to describe the shared mental space that speakers create. These modules help people understand the context of conversation, story, or event. For instance, if someone says, "She ran towards the door as the alarm blared," your brain builds a mean mental movie. Priming helps here. One word or ideas activates related ideas. Think bread, then butter. This concept is key in semantic memory, how we store and access knowledge. Gossip, everyday talk. You might be surprised to learn that 60 to 70% of daily conversation is gossip. But gossip isn't just idle chatter. in psychology, it's seen as a form of social bonding. It helps us understand our social world, who we can trust, what norms exist, who is in or out of favor. From an evolutionary psychology perspective, gossip is like roaming in primates. It keeps social groups together. Gossip and social regulations also help regulate behavior. It signals what is socially acceptable and what isn't. If people hear that someone cheated on a test, even secondhand, they are less likely to do the same. Gossip can build alliances, maintain in groups, and protect us from betrayal. It plays a big role in social learning and reinforces group norms, which we study in social psychology. Linguistic interbias is a subtle way our language reveals in group favoritism. We tend to describe the positive behavior of our group using adjectives. We kinda smart, but when outsiders do something negative, we do the same. They are rude, lazy. Meanwhile, negative actions of our in-group are described with specific verbs. He made a mistake, non-global traits. This bias supports social identity theory, which says we boost our self-esteem by favoring our group. The spread of gossip through communication chains. As people retell stories, they simply alter details to make them more memorable, a process called conversationalization. Over time, the stories became more culturally familiar. This links to research on memory distortion and schemas, which are mental frameworks we use to interpret the world. It also connects to concepts like miscommunication effect, which shows how easily memory can be reshaped. Let's recap. Our language is a cognitive, social, and cultural tool. We tailor speech to others using common ground and audience design. Conversation builds shared mental models and reflect group dynamics. Gossip is natural and functional part of language use. Biases in language shape how we perceive groups. From cognition to social behavior, language is a core topic in psychology that connects many of the themes we've studied in this semester. Thank you.